After a long month of travel, the Philadelphia Wings have come back home here to Xfinity Mobile Arena. And they're trying to settle back in and get back in the race, but they've got a tall order here today as the Saskatchewan Rush come in for Bark in the Bowl night. The Dogs on hand to watch the Rush take on the Philadelphia Wings here at Xfinity Mobile Arena this afternoon. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Smith, joined by former Wings captain Scott Gabrielson, and glad to have you along with us here today for NLL lacrosse action. Scott, the Wings happy to be back at home, but they've got a tall order here today in the Rush.
Yes, they do. The Saskatchewan Rush coming to Philadelphia is the best team in the National Lacrosse League, 9-1, having won 8 consecutive games. Wings come back to have a 3-game road trip. They did go 1-2, but beat Buffalo in Buffalo, so they've got some confidence coming home tonight.
A lot of weapons in this Saskatchewan offense. They're led by their captain here today.
Yes, number 15, Ryan Keenan's been the most consistent player in the squad. He's leading them in points with 58, as you see. His special teams play has been outstanding, having scored 6 power play goals and 8 power play assists. He's also complimented by Drexel alumni, number 17, Robert Church, who's also a player to watch. He's number 2 in scoring with 53 points. But Keenan, 15, is their top dog for the Rush. For the Philadelphia Wings, we've got a new face, an offensive weapon in the lineup. The number 47, Kyle Jackson, 8th-year player. You see those numbers. He's been the leading scorer in points the last 2 games. 7 points, 2 goals, 5 assists in the win at Buffalo just last week. 5 points in the loss at Calgary. Quick dodger, great finisher. The Wings need big production out of KJ47 to knock off the first place Rush today.
Now let's go down to the floor where our Mary McGinnis is standing by with Kyle Jackson.
Kyle, you've been the leading point scorer since coming here 2 games ago. How have you been able to adjust to this offense so quickly?
Yeah, just good people. Make it easy. Good people make it easy.
The Rush is the hottest team in the league right now. How can you slow them down?
Well, this game comes down to 1 goal every single time. So you just got to stick it out, play hard, play fast, bring energy.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Kyle Jackson back here in Philadelphia, played here in 2022 for about half of the year. And he signed a couple weeks ago on Thursday, pretty much won a game for the Wings on Saturday in Buffalo.
Great energy, great offense. Already one of the top shooters, shooting in double digits. So that helps the Wings. That's one of the things that they need to improve on today is their shots. Take more, get in double digits.
Saskatchewan controlling off the opening faceoff here at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Afternoon lacrosse a little bit earlier than we'd planned because we've got some snow coming to the area. And trying to get this game in, everybody home before that happens. As we get a quick shot from Zach Manns off the end wall. And Wings will get to that loose ball. 18 to 24 inches coming here to Philadelphia, which is, the folks in Saskatchewan are laughing at us because that's just the Thursday for them, I think, up there. But in this area, we don't usually get that in the winter. We're about ready to get it for the second time in a month. So it's, if anybody of you up in Saskatchewan want to come down here and get your winter, we'd really appreciate it.
Right, roles have changed.
Here comes Joe Rezateritz down to the right of the net, and that one is stopped by Frank Chiliano.
Good matchup right here. Again, we talked about the first place Saskatchewan Rush. They have a high-powered offense. 4 of their scores in the top 20 right now, and they're playing very well. The secret of the Wings' success is between the pipes in Nick Damude, number 39. He's at 80% save percentage so far on the season. He's been the story for the Philadelphia Wings to keep them in the game, and he needs to be big tonight against this offense for Saskatchewan.
Here come the Wings getting set up on the offensive side of the floor, and it's Michael Sowers along the near side, and they work it back around to the far side of the floor where a shot from the right side and beats Frank Chiliano. Philadelphia Wings get a 1-0 lead on a goal by Brennan O'Neill.
Great start immediately. Shoot the rock, Brennan O'Neill. He does, and he finds rope back of the net. Look at 47, Kyle Jackson getting a little dirty, setting up the 2-man game, but gives O'Neill some room. Sidearm to upper, ear to toe, shot overhand. Watch him pick this corner, beats Chiliano to the pipe. Bang, Wings on the board first, 1-0.
O'Neill with 21 goals now on the year, and he has been the catalyst of this offense all season long for the Wings. 8 points back against Ottawa on the 27th of December, and last year, almost the exact same date, he had 8 points against the Rush in Saskatchewan, and another one here for Philadelphia. as Sam LeClaire tucks one low. It's 2-0.
Another thing to watch is the face-off circle tonight. Jake Nasso for Saskatchewan's been very solid, but Bo Columbus won the possession, which leads to an offensive push for the Wings. It leads to a goal by Sam LeClaire, number 92. Late switch, bad communication between the rush defenders. LeClaire takes full advantage of it, jams it to the 5-hole for his 4th goal on the season.
And Sam LeClaire has been... He was hot at the start of the season, a little bit in and out of the lineup after that, but now he's got 16 points on the year with that goal through this his 8th game of the season. And we get a ball into the bench. They'll give the ball back to Saskatchewan, and Ian Rubel's got to be happy with this start here, Scott.
Yes, he is. It's exactly what Ian Rubel wanted the team. Here's our second-year coach, or here's the second-year coach for the Philadelphia Wings. Getting these guys going. They've lost some close games, lost by 1 at Calgary. It's a game they thought they could win. They stole one in Buffalo, or actually beat Buffalo pretty handily, 13-11 up in Buffalo a couple weeks ago. Ian Rubel wants his team to start off quick. They need to take more shots. The keys for them to win is take more shots. They're the lowest. They've taken the least amount of shots in the National Lacrosse League. They need to beat Saskatchewan to the loose balls, limit their second chance opportunities, and they need to get above 9 goals per game. That's their average, 9.6. They need to be in double digits to pull one away from Saskatchewan.
Sowers to the net, found iron, so he gets a fresh shot clock, and Joe Resetarits gets to the loose ball, but we've got a whistle and a dead ball foul. It's going to get the ball back to Saskatchewan. So here they come the other way up the floor. And they'll get the offense out and get things set up.
Talked about Ryan Keenan, but Robert Church, number 17, a Drexel alum, we've mentioned him. There he is. Couldn't pull that pass in. But Austin Shanks and Zach Manns are the other 4 offensive players that are threats for Saskatchewan.
Liam Patton backing off pressure. He'll give it to LeClaire and head to the bench. Wings will get the offense out on the floor, enjoying a 2-0 lead here in the early goings. As LeClaire will send it over to the right side. Blaze Reardon got it to Brennan O'Neill. He'll bring it up top. O'Neill looking for a lane. Goes to Resetarits and now into the corner for LeClaire. And we get a whistle, and another off-ball foul is going to give it back to Saskatchewan. So a couple of unforced errors there for Philadelphia on the last 2 possessions.
Good matchups on defense. Alex Pace has been the leader of the D, number 41 for Philadelphia. He's matching up on that, shutting down that left-hand side. Ryan Wagner, Liam Patton.
On the right side, Saskatchewan with 5 to shoot. 1 got away on Daymud. He made the stop, and now the rebound comes back within his reach. And another good defensive stop here. Good defensive play in the early goings here for Philadelphia. Here's Sowers with already a goal on the game. Sowers turns on the gas. Now he'll spin away. Sowers going up high. Kyle Jackson. Send it to the right side for O'Neill. O'Neill skip pass. Here's a shot by Resetarits and a save made by Shiliano. And the rebound pushed up the floor. Almost 5 minutes gone here in this opening quarter. As Saskatchewan working it down behind the Wings net. They'll get one final attacker on the floor. That is Zach Manns. Tied the game late last week in Vancouver. A shot save made by Daymud, and the Wings will get to that rebound. Haven't picked it up yet. Minor detail. Now they will get to this loose ball. Yeah, last week's got the Rush needed overtime to beat Vancouver at home. And the Wings hoping to kind of get on that momentum a little bit, because this team had been a wagon for a while, and they need the overtime to get the win last week. But we have a timeout on the floor with 9:51 left to go here in this first quarter, and Sam LeClaire helping the Wings open up an early 2-0 lead here this afternoon in Philadelphia.
This is the moment you waited all week for. It's Friday night. Whether you're at home or out on the town, it all starts here.
No, he didn't!
The weekend starts here with NLL Friday night on TSN.
Welcome back to Xfinity Mobile Arena. Wingston working the crowd as the Wings have worked their way to a 2-0 lead here in the early goings. The Saskatchewan Rush team is off to a pretty good start because Derek Keenan has turned things around.
Yeah, there's Derek Keenan, the head coach and general manager of the Saskatchewan Rush. Great player in his day when he played for the Buffalo Bandits. Had a few battles with him personally.
A
but
contemporary
now,
of yours,
yes, had a few battles with him. Great scorer back in his days with Buffalo, but he's the man for Saskatchewan. He's the leader that has got this team on an 8-game winning streak. He secured his 182nd coaching win a couple weeks ago, making him one of the winningest coaches in league history. Congratulations to Derek Keenan.
A little bit of a connection to Philadelphia, a very distant one, but he's the second cousin of Mike Keenan, who, of course, was the Philadelphia Flyers head coach in the late 80s. Wings working around the floor, looking to add to this lead as Michael Sowers goes to the left hand and gets a shot away, but a save made by Chiliano. And here comes Saskatchewan quickly up the floor, thinking about it here, but the Wings get the defense out the back door, and they'll settle things down. Yeah, Scott, you talked about the offense. The Wings were in a stretch there where they were only scoring about 7 goals a game. They've snapped out of it a little bit, but it's been this defense that has kept them in games here as the year has gone on.
Yes, very disciplined defense, seasoned guys, great athletes as well. Liam Patmer, there you see picking up the loose ball. Isaiah Davis, Allen, Foley now in the mix, but Alex Pace has been the leader of the team on defense. He leads the team in loose balls with 64. Just shows he always matches up against the top offensive player. And he's also doing the dirty work by picking up the loosies.
Here's Jackson working off of some pressure. Dish one down right side. Reza Territz with a shot and a save made by Chiliano, who's been good except for the 2 in a row the Wings got through him. Now a giveaway by Saskatchewan, and right out the door it's picked up by Philadelphia, and we'll take that turnover.
Blaze Reardon back in the lineup, number 10. Good to see him out there. And as you see, Mike Sowers bringing up 2 guys that look very similar. Sowers is the quick, shifty righty, and Jackson is the quick, shifty lefty. So they are 2 guys that are hard to cover one-on-one.
Reardon working off a pick, tried to go low on Chiliano, but he snuffed that out. Frank Chiliano has played almost every second in the net for Saskatchewan this year.
Big goaltender, fills up the net. Scout report is to try to shoot along the pipes and the top corners. Get him to go low, but then finish high.
And Saskatchewan with the turnover there is they've been a little out of sync here in this first quarter, Scott, but I don't think that's going to last all night.
Too dangerous of an offense. They're really comfortable with each other. They got great chemistry moving the ball together, but credit to Philadelphia's defense. They're switching very well, eliminating their pick and roll, which is one of their bread and butter moves.
There's a shot by O'Neill on net, and Chiliano's there to snuff that out. Accioni will bring it up the right side, and the offense now out on the floor here for Saskatchewan, who's 9-1 on the year. They lost their second game of the year to Ottawa and have not lost since.
Domini got pushed from behind, took the dive.
Wings wanted to head up the floor and didn't get the ball right away, so they were hoping to get a penalty out of that, but that wasn't the case, and now we've got a whistle as we've got a little bit of a discussion happening in front of the scorer's booth here. Get that straightened out. Again, Philadelphia coming into this game having played their last 3 on the road. They haven't been home in a month. As you get a look at our officials there, and Andrew Ecclestone directing traffic and get things set back up. They put a little bit of time back on the clock to get that squared away. But yeah, the Wings all over the place the last 3 weeks. San Diego, then Buffalo, and then Calgary. But now they got 6 of their last 9 at home here, Scott, to wrap up the year as Chiliano makes another good save.
And hopefully the home field advantage can help them. Great efforts right there on offense. Mike Sauer starting with those dodges. Joe Rezaterets almost got a shot off there. Right in front. Good save by Chiliano.
Offense working it around to the right side. This is Mans. Couldn't catch that cleanly, though, and Philadelphia quickly up the floor, looking to add to this lead. This is Liam Patton with a shot. He scores! Liam Patton on the fast break. And for Patton, that's his 2nd of the season. It's a 3-0 Wings lead.
Great transition by the Philadelphia Wings. Starts with loose balls in the defensive end. Patton comes down in a full sprint. Nobody picks him up. Looks at the top corner, but buries it to the 5-hole to beat Chiliano. As you said, 2nd goal on the season. He's rewarded by great work on the defensive end, but pushes the transition and gets the goal. 5th point. He's already got 3 helpers. Great play by Patton. Really good defense. Bo Columbus on the faceoff, 17, jumps a little early. That is a matchup. Jake Naso, as we said, is one of the top faceoff guys in the league. Bo Columbus just starting to get used to taking faceoffs in the National Lacrosse League.
Yeah, Columbus has taken the faceoffs the last 3 games for the Wings. Nick Rowlett did it in the earlier part of the season, but then he missed a game with injury and is still not in the lineup here for Philadelphia. As a save there made by Damude. So Columbus has been kind of getting baptism by fire. His first game he had to go against Trevor Baptiste,
yeah,
which is not the guy you really want to start your NLL career against face-off wise. But he held his own in that game and has been filling the void here for the Wings during this 3-game road trip. Here's a long shot from Haley that whistles wide and goes out of play. They're going to give that back to Philadelphia. They're going to say give it back to Saskatchewan as they say Nick Rowlett got a piece of that.
Damude, yeah, with the save. Having a strong goalie between the pipes gives you, as a defender in front, and having had the pleasure or the fortune of playing in front of Dallas Elliott, you can take a little more risks knowing that the goaltender back there is going to make the save. And Nick Damude's giving his defenders confidence in front of him.
He's been the busiest goaltender in the league this year as Nick Damude. And so far, he's been perfect here tonight as he's turned away 7 Saskatchewan shots in the early going. Wings looking to make it a 4-goal lead as it's worked to that right side. Here's O'Neill, gets away from traffic, got a shot away. Save made by Chiliano, and he's able to cover up the loose ball. And now they will move the traffic and give us a timeout on the floor here with 4:22 left to go here in this first quarter. And for the Philadelphia Wings, home sweet home is Liam Patton on the fast break, makes it a 3-0 lead here in this first quarter. Bowl day here at Xfinity Mobile Arena, and the Dogs are happy, Scott, because it's a 3-0 lead for the Philadelphia Wings as Derek Keenan looks on. He's got his team again turning things around after some lean years. They're doing very well this season.
How about it? Look at that. Franchise record, 8 consecutive wins so far this season, sitting at 9-1. They lost in the finals last year. Let's remember that. This is a team that made it all the way to the championship to lose to the Buffalo Bandits. Derek Keenan's not happy with the production. Again, this is a team that's just traveled across the country to come to Philadelphia on the afternoon of a blizzard coming their way, and Philadelphia has jumped all over them.
Yeah, I hope they like it here because I don't know when they're getting out of here. They might have in a couple extra days. But Derek Keenan, again, winning pedigree, and one of the reasons that Austin Shanks came here a couple years ago from Halifax was that he sensed that Derek Keenan was getting ready to turn this thing around. Grew up with the Keenans, grew up playing with Ryan. Of course, Derek's the father. And, he saw that he had a good plan, and it's come to fruition here in this last season and a half. Here's a turnaround shot from Phil Caputo that misses the net. Wings get the loose ball, but they're running out of time to shoot, and now they will run out of time on the shot clock. So Saskatchewan's going to take it down the floor here with 3.5 left to go in this first quarter.
But like the shots, Brian, Philadelphia is last in the league in shots per game at 63. talking to Tracy Kluski before this game, he's like, there's no bad shots right now, guys. Telling Michael Sowers, telling Brennan O'Neill, take the shot. Okay, we'll get the rebound. We'll figure it out. San Diego leads the league in shots with 83, so there are 20 more shots per game. Saskatchewan, takes 72. But the Wings also give up the most shots in 80 shots
that's the bad
game.
combination.
Yeah.
And those are attempts. When they give us those numbers, those are attempts and not necessarily just on goal, as there's another one that is on goal that Damoud keeps out, and then he gets a whistle after the fact. But, yeah, the Wings are giving up the most shot attempts per game in the league and taking the fewest, which is not really the foundation you want, but they've been making it work here from time to time.
It's a Captain Obvious quote, but you got to shoot to score, right? So it's like it's my coaching in youth league. Take a shot. You got to shoot to score. Take a chance. You never know.
Here comes Saskatchewan with numbers down the floor. It's dished off and not caught cleanly. Dropped to the floor, and Philadelphia will take it the other way. A couple of fast breaks here going on for both of these teams. Wings get a whistle, and we've got some stuff going on well behind the play. It's an off-ball foul that's going to give it back to Saskatchewan as Liam Patton got tangled up with a rush player. And now his stick is broken, so the Wings have a player out there without a stick. Saskatchewan going to try to take advantage here. They are not on the board as of yet. Right side, Haley. This is off left side. Save made by Nick Damoud, who has been rock solid here so far for Philadelphia.
One of the adjustments Damoud has made is to be tighter to the post, tighter to the net. Don't give up that shot that's going to get between your body and the post. He's done a great job at sealing off those side shots. That's what we've seen over the last 4 or 5 games.
Minute and a half left here in this opening quarter as the Wings have not gotten the offense out for a set play here in a couple of possessions. They've had a couple of breaks going the other way. Now here's Mans. Backs away, off for Keenan. Shot and a save made by Damoud again. Damoud trotting up the floor looking for some help, and now he'll get it to some players off the bench. This is O'Neill coming to the left side with it. Reza Terrence along the near wall. Reza Terrence goes to the right side. Jackson to O'Neill. Back to Reza Terrence. Just out of his reach, though. And the loose ball picked up one-handed by Saskatchewan. It's Barnable moving up the floor, but he'll back off here, let the offense get out. Now he'll stay with it. Barnable spinning away. He's looking for a shooting lane. Now he's double-teamed as the Wings get an opportunity there, but they commit a penalty. So Barnable with a good effort there to draw that penalty on the double team, and Saskatchewan is going to go on the power play here late in this first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle Jackson doubles up on the defense, one-handed wrap, and it's going to be a hold. Let's listen to it.
Number 47, holding.
Holding is the call. As it really was, it looked to me, Scott, like the Wings, they detected that there was a defender down there with that possession, so they're going to try to get it back. But Barnable held his own, drew the penalty.
Yes, they did. All right, Saskatchewan power play, 52% on the year. They're 27 of 52. They sit in third place in the league in their power play efficiencies.
Save made by Damoud, and the Wings are going to get that back, and that should allow them to run out the first quarter, which has just 11 seconds and ticking, as Ryan Wagner's got it on the near side. He'll give it to Sowers coming out the front door. Sowers is going to try to make something here with the last few seconds, and Reza Terrence ends up being the one that's not able to get the shot off, and that'll do it for the first 15 minutes, which are a perfect 15 minutes for the Philadelphia Wings. They keep Saskatchewan off the scoreboard thanks to some strong defense and some strong goaltending from Nick Damoud. And the Wings offense, led by Brennan O'Neill, has them out to a 3-0 first quarter lead.
Welcome back to Xfinity Mobile Arena, where the Philadelphia Wings are up 3-0, but the real stars of the show are down here in the party zone. I'm joined by my friends Boston, Comet, Henry, bunch of dogs. Can we get a go Wings?
Go Wings!
Our owners say go Wings, but there's a lot of fun down here, a lot of Tito's scarves, some Wings t-shirts on dogs, Eagles, all the good Philadelphia sports teams, and they're having a lot of fun here. So big thanks to our friends at Tito's and all the owners for bringing their dogs to the Wings game.
I'm jealous. I want to switch spots.
Right.
We can go do the game from down there.
Yeah.
It is a great crowd in the party zone, which we have a very good view of it from where we're sitting. But that's where the dogs are tonight, and they are enjoying this one so far. As a 3-0 lead, Scott, I think is something the Wings got to be thrilled to have here, but they've got to figure out a way to keep this going because Saskatchewan is not going to be off the board all night.
Yeah, well, so far the credit's going to go to Nick Damude. He's got 11 saves in the first quarter. He's done better than that. I mean, he set a record so far this season for the most saves in the first quarter, where he had 21 saves against the Rochester Nighthawks back on January 9th. So he's used to making big saves. He's got half of that so far with 11. But the Wings have the lead, 3-0.
And they make the first defensive stop here on this power play, which is continuing for Saskatchewan from the first quarter, and now has 31 seconds left on it as Brendan O'Neill's killing time in the lower right corner. O'Neill double team, tried to swim through it, no dice, but he's still headed toward the net. Almost got a shot off, finally knocked off his stick, and we get the buzzer for the shot clock violation. So a good 30 seconds there burned off the penalty by the Wings defense.
He's got shorthanded goals on the season. That's a 6'2", 250-pound body going through 3 defenders on his way to the net. Almost had a great shot there.
Another save for Damude off the stick of Austin Shanks. Penalty time now up, and Kyle Jackson back out on the floor. Saskatchewan still set up with 20 to shoot. Here's Shanks to the right side. Tried to set a pick, didn't work out. Mans will put it up high. Here's a shot and a save made by Damude as Brock Haley is denied. Now here comes Domini in transition. Domini with a shot that's stopped by Chiliano. He got a piece of that, sending it wide.
Great outlet by Damude, hitting Domini in stride, but a great save to upper corner by Chiliano.
That's one of the strengths of Nick Damude, is being able to send long passes ahead like that and pick up an assist every now and then. Here's a shot. They score. It's the first goal of the game for Saskatchewan, and it's Josh Zawada getting his team on the board.
Zawada, nice move coming from the right-hand side. Shanks throws it down. Zawada, 79, just sweeps up top, runs through a pit, goes around a pick, little sidearm shot, beats Damude. Damude was looking at something else. You see him hitting his chest saying, I was not ready for that one, that's my bad. But Josh Zawada with his 5th on the season. Great goal. Derek Keenan happy with that. Breaks the ice for Saskatchewan, Wings up. 3-1.
Zawada in his 2nd year out of Duke. He's from that area, Raleigh, North Carolina. And he's part of the youth movement that is complementing the veterans here in Saskatchewan as they've gotten out to this 9-1 start this season.
Yeah, really bounce off that offense. Church, Mans. We haven't really heard anything from Mans yet, or even Shanks. I mean, you've talked about him, but they're both held scoreless so far, but it's rare that you keep them off the board for 60 minutes.
And there's Church with a shot that's stopped by Damude. As Scott mentioned, Church kind of coming, not back home, but coming back to where he played his college lacrosse at Drexel. And also on the Saskatchewan bench, Levi Anderson wearing number 88. He spent 5 years up on Hawk Hill at St. Joseph's. Here's Reardon with a shot low and wide. Long rebound out of the reach of an outstretched Wings stick. And it's going to be Saskatchewan ball as Dominique came out of the bench, was able to keep that from being any further trouble, but it does draw the over and back signal. 11.5 left to go here in the second quarter. Wings up 3-1 after a 3-0 lead following the first quarter. Out up high, Saskatchewan. Keenan trying to maneuver his way in front, dishes it off to Mans. His shot was tipped away by Damude, and Philadelphia picks up the rebound. They're headed up the floor. Right side, here's Dominy with a shot. That one was wide of the net, and Dominy pays the price after letting that go and has some words for one of the Saskatchewan players behind the play as we follow it up the floor. The Rush will get the offense out. Here's Church on the near side. Church trying to get around Pat Foley. He's behind the back pass. Somada looking for his second. He stepped in the crease. That ball might have crossed the line, but he stepped in the crease before he released it. And Philadelphia now back up the right side of the floor. It's Foley.
Nice pick and roll, but didn't work.
Here is Kyle Jackson coming up top. Jackson back on the restraining line. Now left side. Here's a shot off the post. Rebound is loose in front, and Mike Sowers could not quite get back to that. Long pass ahead, out of the reach of the Rush player, and Damoud trying to pull it into his clutches. Finally will get some help from his defense.
Mike Messenger, number 8, one of the top transition players in the National Lacrosse League. On that move, ball just outside his stretch stick, but a turnover. Ciliano likes to find Messenger on the run. Couldn't convert on that one.
Messenger in the 9th year now, all in Saskatchewan. His cousin Evan is on the Wings roster, but he's out with an injury today. Here's Jackson trying to come out in front, gets it off for Reardon. 2 to shoot, save made, rebound right back on net. That one caught iron. Has a great second chance there for Philadelphia, but they can't quite get it home.
Phil Caputo, another guy that's back in the lineup. Him and Reardon were out the last few games due to injuries. Good to see them back in. Caputo almost put one in the back of the net.
There's a shot,
one.
And it's Keenan getting one through. Nick Damoud, he got almost all of that one, but Keenan able to force one over, and it's a 3-2 game.
Pick and roll play. Keenan and Mans. Watch Mans. Mans just seals Isaiah Davis-Allen. Keenan gets his time and room from outside. Lefty rip. Finds that lower corner. Buries his 23rd on the season for the leading scorer for the Saskatchewan Rush, Ryan Keenan.
He had more than half of those points back on January the 9th in Vegas, where he had 6 goals and 6 assists, 12-point game, as Saskatchewan scored 21 goals against Las Vegas in that one.
Yeah.
Ryan Wagner just dove into the bench because he didn't have his helmet on. Here comes Saskatchewan the other way. It's loose out top. A shot blocked by Dominy. What a great play by Scott Dominy. And now he heads down the floor quickly. Dominy will dish it off. And Isaiah Davis-Allen will wait for the offense to get out.
What a great play. It was 3-on-2 right there. Dominy knocks down the shot and takes it the other way for the offensive possession for Philadelphia.
10 to shoot as the Wings work it around. Here's a blast wide of the net. Long rebound out near the restraining line is going to give the ball back to Saskatchewan when we return, because we now have a timeout on the floor with 8:38 left to go here in this second quarter, as the Philadelphia Wings trying to take down the #1 team in the National Lacrosse League. And they are going at it with reckless abandon. Ryan Wagner losing the helmet, but the Wings clinging to the 1-goal lead.
This is the moment you waited all week for. It's Friday night. Whether you're at home or out on the town, it all starts here.
No, he did it!
The weekend starts here.
Oh, what a move!
With NLL Friday night on TSN.
Back here in Philadelphia, where Nick Damoud has been strong in net for the Philadelphia Wings. They have the 3-2 lead here halfway through this second quarter. And earlier in the game, Nick Damude did pass that 3,000 save mark. What a career he's had here in the NLL.
He set the mark for most saves in a game in the National Lacrosse League so far at 47 saves and 58 shots in the win at Buffalo a few weeks ago. So he can be the difference. He has been the difference for the Philadelphia Wings, and so far tonight he's doing the same.
Damude coming to Philadelphia a couple of years ago in the Panther City dispersal draft. Something the Wings really didn't expect to happen. They were a little bit off guard when they got Nick Damude in that draft, and because of that, they moved on from Zach Higgins and gave the net to Damude, and it has been a pretty solid run for him here through the middle part of this season.
Yep. Zach Higgins was doing very well for Philadelphia, but Damude's about almost 10 years younger than Higgins. They just wanted to go with Damude for the future, and he's delivered for the Philadelphia Wings.
Here's a break for Saskatchewan, and they have tied the score. What an excellent sequence of passing there that results in the ball in the back of the net for Ryan Keenan. Its second of the game has tied it at 3.
Sorry to jinx you, Nick Damude, but Ryan Keenan, what a great bounce pass on the run. Look at Keenan. Look at the ball movement. Bounce pass. Keenan catch, finds that far pipe. Beautiful goal by Saskatchewan. Great transition for the rush. Rushing it down the floor. Great offensive possession that led to a goal that ties up this game 3-3.
And another face-off violation is going to give it back to Saskatchewan, so they will look to take their first lead of this game. The Wings got the first 3 goals of this contest. Nice play by Dominy there to break that one up, and he's going to send it ahead to Chris Corbeil, another guy back from injury, the captain of the Wings here this year, and missed the last game with an ailment, but back in the lineup tonight. Here comes Philadelphia working it around the floor. Out the door, it's Rezataritz. Rather, that's Caputo going to Rezataritz. Rezataritz off for O'Neill. Left side, Sowers. Sowers, rather, that's LeClaire with a shot, and that one's turned aside by Chiliano. Rebound went high in the air, and it's still kind of loose out there on the floor. Now Chiliano trips over Kyle Jackson in the crease, and Jackson is slow to get up as the play moves down the floor.
Jackson almost with a spectacular one-handed interception of that outlet pass, but knocked down.
Here's Church going right side, tipped away though by Patton. Good defensive play. Saskatchewan regroups as Church now has it on the left side. Church coming up top. Dishes it off, and they could not get the shot away there as Zawada was looking for another. Now back to Church from long distance as the shot clock was about to expire. Turned away by Damude. And Philadelphia with a stop.
Again, I keep mentioning it, but it's all about shots. Wings need some shots and offensive possession right away. Let's see what they can do. O'Neill's got to let it rip, and there it is! Goal! Brendan O'Neill, shoot the ball, shoot the score, goal!
You give him time and space, and that's what happens. And Brendan O'Neill finds that far post. His second of the game makes it 4-3.
One of the most dangerous shooters in the National Lacrosse League. This is a second-year player, one of the greatest players in the world, both indoor and out. Trying to make a name for himself in this indoor game, just sets himself up and rips one to that far pipe. Great goal by Brendan O'Neill, right when it was needed for Philadelphia. His 22nd goal on the season, his 100th career point in his early career. 2 years in, and he's already got 100 career points. Congratulations to Brendan O'Neill. Shoot the ball more, Brendan. Well done.
Face-off win here for Philadelphia, and they'll look to add to the lead as they'll get things set up on the right side. Here's Kyle Jackson. Jackson coming up high, goes left side. Rezataritz is there. Rezataritz over the top, save made Chiliano. Long rebound is picked up by Philadelphia. Fresh shot clock for Sam LeClaire.
Second chance opportunity like that for Philadelphia. Defense got to be a little tighter for Saskatchewan right now.
Jackson tried to dip it down low for Reardon. Came out of his stick, but the Wings get it back. They'll reset with 13 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Shuffling, now comes up high, right side. He got a shot away, a wide of the net. Rebound just over the stick of Caputo, and it'll be Saskatchewan bringing it back up the floor. But again, Wings getting those shots, getting the second opportunities. Those are the kind of things they need to generate against this Saskatchewan team today. On the left side, Keenan looking for the hat trick, missed the net wide. And this one's going to roll into the crease where it's going to be held by Nick Damude. Not
Great
entirely
defense.
sure what he's up to there, but he didn't want to pick it up cleanly. And now they're going to give it back.
In and out, Liam Patton.
Yep. So the Wings trying to get a little bit too cute down there in front of their own net. It's going to be Saskatchewan ball when we come back from this timeout. 4:49 left to go in this second quarter. And the Philadelphia Wings still with the lead. It's cut down a little bit, but up 4-3 here in the second quarter. Welcome back to Philadelphia. The Wings with a 4-3 lead over the Saskatchewan Rush here late in the second quarter. Coming up on the game halftime, NLL Wired head coaches Josh Sanderson of the Roughnecks and Eddie Como of the Swarm last week. That's coming up, plus first half analysis and more, all coming up on the game halftime.
See some of the excitement here at the Wells Fargo, at Xfinity Mobile Arena.
That's a quarter in the jar over there.
Nick Damude getting back between the pipes. Just a great family environment down here. You got the Bark and the Bull. We've got some great games coming up. Bring the family. Be part of the loud and proud fans of the Philadelphia Wings.
Well, the game started with possession for Saskatchewan. Frank Scigliano took a few extra seconds at the bench, but now he's trotting back to his net as a shot whistled wide. You know you're calm, cool, and collected when the game's starting and your mask is still sitting on the boards, but hey,
whoops,
whatever gets you going. On the right side now, here's Liam Patton headed up the floor. And he'll wait for the offense to come out, and almost catching a wing by surprise there was Saskatchewan. Kyle Jackson had to be alerted to the fact that there was pressure. Now the Wings do give it away, and here comes Saskatchewan down the left side. They are going to slow this down now and let their offense get out on the floor, and Wings will get the rest of the defense out there as well. Under 4 to play in this first quarter, and Philadelphia still holding a 4-3 lead in what's been a stingy opening half of lacrosse. Here's a long bid, blocked off the stick. Nice play there as Shanks was looking to take the shot. And now one whistles wide of the net and comes back out near that restraining line. Philadelphia will take over.
Good D by Bo Columbus, getting his stick up in that shooting lane, knocks it down. Ball goes the other way.
Jackson around a pick, shoots, saves Scigliano, rebound loose on the floor. LeClaire got it back and scores! Sam LeClaire tucks it low, and the Wings lead it 5-3.
Sam LeClaire doing what he does best, relentless play, just no stop. Ball's on the ground, look at 92, occupying a few men. Loose ball, pick up, a little twister goal. Beats Scigliano, 5-hole, seals off the one defender, picks up that loosey little twister in. That's a goal for his second of the game. 5th on the season here, second tonight. Sam Leclerc's just one of those guys that gets inside, pushes some bodies around. He sealed that defender. Had the opportunity to pick up that loose ball. Maybe challenged by Saskatchewan.
Challenged by Derek Keenan is challenging this call.
On his challenge previous.
So they're going to take a look here, and I assume we're looking for a crease violation. And that could be the case because Scigliano did get a good piece of that ball. And the question's going to be whether or not Sam LeClaire or another foot was on the floor in the crease before that rolled over the line. They got the iPad there and the MacBooks looking at everything. A little bit of a new replay system this year, of course, in the NLL as we'll get our first look at it. You're going to see LeClaire, top of the crease. That ball's over the line. Now where's his foot? On the right side of the crease.
And there's so much going on. You see Caputo on the far side. He's outside of the crease. Does he stay outside? He stays out. Not a very good angle. Looks like he was toeing the line, at least from this side.
And because it was called a goal on the floor, it's got to be conclusive evidence that LeClaire did step in the crease to overturn it. And I'm not sure they've seen it in those two looks, but they have a lot of looks down there that they can look at, and they can also line up a couple of different cameras at the same time if they need to. This is a new cloud-based replay system that the NLL is using this year that allows the referees a lot more control over the looks than they used to have in the past. We get a look here, and LeClaire is going to run out of the shot to the right, I bet here, Scott. As you see his stick, but you can't see his feet. So that's going to be a plus for the Wings.
Yep, a little too wide. We've got the near side camera that kind of blocks the crease. If there's a far side view, might be able to pick it up. See, LeClaire 92 seals, comes right off Chiliano's throat protector. LeClaire with the scoop and the finish. Does he hit the turf there, or the crease there, and there? 2 steps he had, but we just can't tell from this angle.
And that right foot, it's that right foot that hits the floor. The ball is headed toward the line, and we haven't we haven't seen any looks. They're looking at another angle here in the building that comes from the right side corner, and there's just no camera angle we've seen yet that shows definitively where his foot is when that ball goes over the line. This is the one we were talking about. This was just shown here in the building. And look at his right foot now, left foot, now right foot comes down, but it's out of the shot. And that ball rolling over the line at that point. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here.
It's too inconclusive. Right when you want to,
you see the official right there, but maybe even a little bit too close because the feet are right there. And he is actually worried about resetting the shot clock in that situation because the ball had hit Chiliano already, and LeClaire picked it up, which generates a new 30-second clock. Now, all those angles we just showed you, the referees can look at more than one at the same time to tell where the ball was versus where the foot is, and all this other stuff they can kind of line up.
He is the referee that called the goal good, however. So he saw it, looked like he was looking at that second foot. And when that second came down, when he was behind the goal, that goalie, or the ref, raised good goal.
After review, the shooter's foot makes contact with the crease prior to the ball going in. We have no goal.
So they did find an angle where they saw contact with the crease. On that, again, that right foot landing on the floor. And so that goal will come off the board. We're back to a 1-goal lead here for the Wings.
Good effort by LeClaire. No goal. It's the call.
Wings bench seems fine with everything, so perhaps they also saw an angle where they could see a foot in the crease. And Zawada here will be looking for more as he takes it toward the net. Stops and comes around behind. They'll work it over to Keenan on the right side. Keenan up high. Drops it off to Zawada. Zawada looking for some space. Finds some. Now rips one low. Damoud stops that. And the Wings pick it up. But again, in and out of the crease. Going to give the ball back to Saskatchewan. And right back at it. Here's a shot. Another save by Damoud. And he's going to take care of this one himself. Moves it ahead to Isaiah Davis-Allen. Original wing. Dropping it off for Kyle Jackson. Now back to IDA. And he'll put it into the corner. The offense will come out. Reardon off for Jackson. Jackson, shuffle step, coming up high. Now goes left side. This is Rezateris. Rezateris looking to shoot. Tried to bounce it low. That one went wide, and the shot clock's going to wind down. But here comes Saskatchewan with momentum the other way. It's Messenger to the crease, to the net. He scores! Mike Messenger with a great effort. As Pat Foley tried to slow him down, but no dice, and Saskatchewan has tied it.
Mike Messenger is in the conversation for Transition Player of the Year, just showing why he's so good. Look at this pickup, comes all the way down, little face dodge, and then jams it to that up corner on the way down. That's his 6th on the season. He's got 86 loose balls. So there's a loose ball that leads to a goal for number 8, Mike Messenger. Again, 6 goals, but he's just gets the job done. He's number 4 in the league with block shots with 13. He's selfless. He gives up his body to sacrifice anything, and he's rewarded with a great goal on that breakaway.
12 points overall on the year for Messenger. So you talk about the transition play, and when you have an offense that's clicking like Saskatchewan has all year, you get some contributions like that from him and Jake Boudreau with 14 points. I mean, that makes it tough to deal with. Here's Wagner on the far side breaking one up. He's going to pick up that loose ball, and Philadelphia will bring it down the floor as we hit 1.5 minutes to go now here in this second quarter. And we are all tied up at 4. Jackson in the right side corner. Got a stick up around his neck. That's going to be a penalty. Jackson keeps it going. Damude's going to head it to the bench as Jackson fixes his helmet with the ball still in his stick. And the extra attacker is out now for Philadelphia. Left side at Sowers. Puts it behind the net. Back out for Caputo. Caputo off the post. And it's a loose ball at midfield. Now finally picked up by Saskatchewan. That's going to draw the whistle for the penalty call.
Great move by Phil Caputo. He wants that one back. Reached that far pipe. Hit it.
Saskatchewan penalty number 47, 2 minutes holding.
It's Adam J headed to the box for holding, so a late power play here for Philadelphia with 1:05 minutes left in this second quarter, and an opportunity here, Scott, to find themselves a lead headed into halftime.
Yep, great opportunity here for Philadelphia. Early in the season, they were the #1 power play in the National Lacrosse League. They've dropped to 11th. They'd like to get the shot down low, goal line extended. You look at Caputo, and you look at Jackson, left and right side.
Here's O'Neill. Works it out for Reardon, left side for Rezateric. Reardon with a shot. That one hit something on its way through. And Saskatchewan will pick it up with 33 seconds left in the quarter. About a 2-second difference, game clock and shot clock, so they can pretty much put this to bed. But they'd love to get a shorthanded goal out of it. Saskatchewan with 4 shorties, or rather 5 on the year so far. They'll bring it up high here and get back down to about 10 seconds now toward the net. Knocked out of a stick. It's loose in the corner with 3 on the shot clock. And the Wings are going to tie that up and get the buzzer on the shot clock with 1.8 left on the game clock. Really not a whole lot of time to work with anything here, but they're going to try. No, they're not. They're going to let it wind down. So that's going to do it for this first half here at Xfinity Mobile Arena, and a solid one here if you're the Wings, Scott. Again, tall order here tonight, but they got the Rush in a good spot.
Yes, they do. The #1 team in the league in the Rush tie it back up at halftime. A lot of lacrosse left.
We've got the game halftime show coming up for you here next from Philadelphia, all knotted up at the half. Welcome back to Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia, where it's halftime between the Wings and the Rush. The NLL Productions crew, through our partners at TSN, were in Calgary last weekend, where we put microphones on both head coaches Josh Sanderson of the Roughnecks and Eddie Como of the Swarm. Enjoy.
Good look. Rip it. Speed down.
We have to give him an outlet. He carried up to the top, and then he had to swing it back. We want to bang it there because we can get a pick, right?
Oh, nice try. Riley can't jump off that too much, right? He's got to hedge that. Let's see if we can drive our guys down a bit more off this. Get here! Hey, we might take an odd man here.
If we can get a 30 here, we'll go live.
Hold it. We got to know they're going to pressure through here. Let's get on our run next, right? Good lane.
We want them to take a bad shot early, right?
Hey, we might need to simplify some things and start sealing down and just coming around ripping on weak side. Hey, go all guys up here. I want you at the back. That's simple. Let's keep it simple like that. Every time. Every time.
Go wider. Can you go that way? I don't think it went in. I think it looked like it went out that way. Looked like it went off the pipe, off his back, and then it didn't go in the net.
So last time it was a 5-on-4. Somebody seal and we'll just go with speed. I just gotta ask. Hey, nice take.
That's boarding. He got hit into the boards.
After these messages, Scott rejoins me to break down the first half of play. This is the NLL, live from Philadelphia. Welcome back to Xfinity Mobile Arena here in Philadelphia. We're at halftime, and the Philadelphia Wings are tied with the Saskatchewan Rush at 4 here after 30 minutes this afternoon. Brian Smith, Scott Gabrielson here with you at Xfinity Mobile Arena. And Scott, I think if the Wings could have picked the type of game to play against the best team in the league, they'd take this one. It has been a defensive battle so far.
Yes, it has. And you know, unusual early production for Philadelphia. Come out to take the 3-goal lead. Nick Demude's playing solid, and between the pipes. Defense in front of him is playing very well. But again, you can't keep Saskatchewan down. Their offense came on really strong to end that second quarter. We got a tie ball game at 4-4.
Highlights from the first half here as the Philadelphia Wings got off to a great start in this one.
Yes, they did. It was all Philadelphia. Really, within the first minute, it was Brennan O'Neill taking that big shot from outside. Chiliano wasn't even ready for it. Then Sam LeClaire comes right in with a jump shot to the 5-hole. Wings are up 2. Then Liam Patton, the defensive player on the transition, another 5-hole shot. Put the Wings up 3-0. And then O'Neill again, great outside blast. Those are the 4 goals for the Philadelphia Wings. O'Neill's got 2 of those. For Saskatchewan, you couldn't hold them down. They were very impressive. This is a very strong offense. Here's a Josh Zawada coming off a nice seal pick, outside shot, 5-hole. Beats Demude. Then it's Keenan. Ryan Keenan, we highlighted him for being so effective. What a great shot from outside. And then the transition. Look at this push down the floor. Bounce pass, finds Keenan, jams it to the far corner. Great play. Keenan has 2 on the night for Saskatchewan.
The game first half stats in this one. The shots are the ones that I notice here, Scott, because the Wings have done a good job of keeping that close here, which has been a struggle for them all year long.
Absolutely. So again, really tight. Everything turnovers. Look at that. 17 turnovers for Saskatchewan. They normally don't do that. That's credit to the defense in the gloves of the Philadelphia Wings defenders. But again, we've got a 4-4 ball game. Face-offs. Again, Wings have been struggling on face-offs, both Columbus. Saskatchewan's got one of the best face-off guys in the league in Jake Naso. So again, he's been dominating on the face-offs. Face-offs leads to possession, leads to shots, can lead to goals.
But a good spot here for the Philadelphia Wings at halftime as they try to take down the league's best team. Bark in the bowl here in Philadelphia, and a quote-unquote dog race at halftime to entertain the fans here in attendance. They are looking for a big second half as the Philadelphia Wings try to find their 3rd win of the year. Coming up next. Welcome back to Xfinity Mobile Arena, where the lights are out in the anticipation of the 3rd quarter, which is just around the corner as the Philadelphia Wings looking for their 3rd win of the season. All tied up at halftime, and Scott, the goaltending has been the story really on both sides of the game tonight.
That it has. Nick Demude stopping this high-powered offense, seeing a lot of shots from inside, outside. He seems to be just covering up so well. Great stick save right there. Saskatchewan's taking the shots. Nick Demude has 21 saves in this first quarter. He's on pace. He's got 11.8 goals against average, so he's doing his job tonight.
Fourth game in a relatively light week around the National Lacrosse League here today as Toronto is crawling back up the standings. They beat Colorado 13-9 on Friday night. Vancouver bouncing back from the overtime loss to these Rush last week. They win 11-9 in Buffalo, and San Diego is keeping things going. Big night for Leclerc there as he gets 6 points and a 9-8 win over Halifax out in Southern California. And again, for the Toronto Rock especially, Scott, it's a tough start to the year for them, but they've come back and they've had a pretty good run here in the middle part of the season.
Yes, they have. I mean, Colorado's one heck of a team, one of the top teams to beat right now. You see that Vancouver victory over Buffalo. Buffalo's a three-time defending champs. They may have a little three-peat hangover, but they are still a very strong team. But Vancouver's on the rise as well.
A lot of lacrosse played in Buffalo. That Colorado team, by the way, 8-3. One of those 3 losses was the Philadelphia Wings back in the opener on December 13th. They picked up an 8-7 victory here at Xfinity Mobile Arena, so they're looking for their second win of the year here on their home floor. It's time for the game interview. And we're going to head down to the floor where our Mary McGinnis is standing by with Brennan O'Neill.
Brennan, 2 goals for you, but you find yourself in a tie game. Headed to the power play, how can you create some momentum off of this?
Yeah, we just got to keep working together, getting good shots on net, and they'll start falling more. So, yeah, we just got to stick to the process, not get out of ahead of ourselves, and just each possession one at a time.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Brendan O'Neill, of course, the widely heralded acquisition for the Wings, first overall in last year's draft, as the draft pick kind of fell to them through a series of trades. And next thing you know, they're picking Brendan O'Neill first overall, and very excited to have him, of course.
And is in his second year. He was a contender for Rookie of the Year last year. This is a young player that's getting better every game he plays of indoor box lacrosse. He's been primarily an outdoor field player. And look at this. On the face-off, fake finish, Saskatchewan on the board to take the lead.
And it is Mike Messenger again in transition as he swooped up and picked that loose ball up off the floor. And he was down the floor so fast to score that Phil Caputo barely even moves back to where he needs to start for the next face-off. What a great start, shorthanded for Saskatchewan.
Shorthanded goal, transition player, defender, Mike Messenger looked like an all-pro offensive player with a fake finish right there. Great quick start for Saskatchewan. Again, these face-offs are so important, and Naso's getting it done.
So that took 12 seconds for Messenger to give the Rush a 5-4 lead, and now they've got the opportunity here to kill off most of the remaining power play, about a 10-second difference in the clocks. So they're going to work this around the floor and see what they can't get going here. Here's a shot that's whistled in on Damoud. He stops that. Wings will come up the floor with 14 left on the power play.
And Naso is one of the top face-off guys in the league. He set a record for most face-off wins in the game versus Las Vegas we talked about, where they scored 21 goals. He had 29 face-off wins. He's a guy that could get it done.
Low bid, cross the crease, they score! As the Wings keep with it, and Blaze Reardon puts it home. We are tied once again at 5.
Philadelphia Wings on the power play deliver. Great ball movement, finding the backside wide open. Look at the ball movement. Tic-tac-toe passing. Look at Reardon on the far side, catches that ball and release, goal.
We are going to get a review here on this. I believe what the review stems from is I think our 2 referees down there may have had conflicting opinions on the matter. Wings have already had 1 goal taken off the board today by a coach's challenge, and now is review here to take a look at something on this Blaze Reardon goal. Again, there was an opportunity on the left side. There was a save, and then the long rebound you see there. It's worked across to Reardon. He tucks it in, and looks like he's outside the crease. There's a catch there by Caputo. Sent across the crease to Reardon. He tucks it in the net.
Breaks goal line.
The net is a little bit askew. as we get a look at the overhead here in the building, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't score a goal in it in this league. There is a little bit of a caveat to a goal being permitted if the net is where it, or if the net had been where it should be. So you see there the far post. The far post, this comes loose. Reardon's right toe appears to be outside the crease, okay. But now you see where the ball goes in, that right post is not where it should be.
It is not a stoppage of play, however.
We're going to get an announcement here on the matter. Mark Gardonio, our crew chief.
He didn't take much time with this one.
A couple more details being, oh, we're going to go back and look at it some more. All right. Well, we'll get a decision here in a moment.
Okay, it won't be.
There's also a
decision.
potential shot clock violation, we understand here from our Mary McGinnis down on the floor, who's near Derek Keenan and seems to think that might be a matter at hand. So
it's likely a good goal, but now they want to see whether the shot was released prior to the expiration of the shot clock.
And I am not sure, to be honest with you, Scott, if that data is embedded in there or not. I would be a little bit surprised if it wasn't visible somewhere in the matter. But they're going to take a little bit of a closer look at this here. And we get to look over the shoulder of Mark Gardonio as he takes a look at Frank Sciliano there shuffling to and fro on the right side of the screen. And then they checked something on the left side of the screen and got the answer. So here we go.
After review, the call on the floor stands as a good goal as the ball did cross the goal line.
Okay.
So whatever they were looking at, they like it. And this one stands for the Philadelphia Wings. So we are back tied at 5 here with 14 minutes left here in this third quarter.
Blaze Reardon, you just saw, gets his 5th on the season. 13th point.
So Saskatchewan getting set back up, and again, a bit of a stingy game here today for these two teams. Saskatchewan, an offense that had been roaring, now behind the back goal. Oh my goodness. Robert Church, at the age of 34, can still do that.
Robert Church, the Drexel alum, just perfectly timed cut, casual behind the back, had nothing else but a behind the back shot. Picks the corner. Look at Keenan shopping, finds him behind the back. Beautiful goal by Robert Church. 21st on the season. That's the second leading scorer on the Saskatchewan Rush. He's number 10 right now in the National Lacrosse League in scoring. Adds another one to his totals.
His 12th season, all with this franchise. He's been around long enough that it started in Edmonton for him. Here's a big blast from the top, and it's in the net. 2 in a row in quick succession here for the Rush. And it's Brock Haley giving Saskatchewan their first 2-goal lead of the game.
Laser shot. Look at Mans finding Haley, sets his feet, and bang, hits that upper 90-degree corner. Brock Haley with a laser shot. He's in double-digit goals for the season with his 10th. 2 quick goals for Saskatchewan, going up 7-5 on Philadelphia in the third.
Vermont product, like somebody else we know.
Yep, there you
guys
go.
are in the Alumni Association together, I would imagine. Pretty good hockey player, too. He played some high-level junior hockey in his teenage years before committing to lacrosse. Wings trying to chip back at this advantage here as a bounce shot from O'Neill ends up over the crossbar. And as he caught that, Reza Terrence is checked, and it's picked up by Ryan Barnable. He's had an impact in this game already. Now here comes The offense getting set up for Saskatchewan. Here's a shot and a save made by Damoud. Deflects that into the netting off the stick of Church. And he'll start it back up in the far corner. 7-5, Saskatchewan with the lead. Philadelphia led this game 3-0 at one point, 9 minutes in. Right side, here's a chance. Save made by Damoud, and he'll gather up that rebound. Liam Patton's going to walk this up the floor. Yeah, the Wings got 3 goals in the first 9:08 stop, but then the next 20 minutes after that, they only got 1 goal for the rest of the first half, which is not going to get it done against a team like this, unfortunately. As Rezataritz goes to the right side, O'Neal, swim move, dishes it off for Jackson. Jackson steps back, 6 to shoot. There it is, and a save made by Shiliano. Rebounds picked up by Saskatchewan.
Wings trying to find that high percentage shot in front of the net. Need to try to pack it down a little bit. Get inside, get a high percentage shot.
Here's a chance off the shoulder of Damoud and then off the crossbar. Saskatchewan gets it back, and they'll work it around the floor. It's Mans on the left side. Mans challenged by Dominy, goes far side. That one's picked off. And the Wings right back down the floor with it. And they'll get the offense out. Dominy helping things out near midfield. Got it off to Leclerc. And now Reardon. Here's Rezataritz for Sam. Goes right side. Reardon into the corner. Spin move Jackson. Puts it back out looking for Reardon. That was picked off. And quickly comes the other way. Comes Saskatchewan. Down the right side. They're going to slow up and they'll finish off this change. Under 11 left here in the third quarter. And Saskatchewan looking to add to the lead. A shot stopped by Damoud. Rebound picked up by Church. Fresh 30 for the Rush. Here's Keenan to the right side. Mans has it. Now moves it up top. Haley to the left side. Comes back over to the right corner. Split out in front. That pass was not completed, however. Loose on the floor. And Philadelphia is going to come away with it. Let's move quickly up the floor. And they'll spin things off. Ethan Fisher in his first game here on the home floor will head to the bench.
Saskatchewan with a lot of patience on offense, looking for their right shot. Good defense by Philadelphia in that possession.
Sowers quickly to the net, spins away, now looking to shoot, holds it, doesn't shoot, still looking for room, now gets it away. Shiliano kicks that away. Fresh 30 for Philadelphia, but we've got a whistle. And I think
Caputo on a push.
Too many men on the, we'll see what happens here as they dish this thing off. We have a timeout on the floor though with 9:47 left to go here in this third quarter. And Saskatchewan with a good run here to start the third, out to a 2-goal lead here at 7-5.
This is the moment you waited all week for. It's Friday night. Whether you're at home or out on the town, it all starts here.
No, he didn't!
The weekend starts here.
Oh, what a move!
With NLL Friday night on TSN.
Back here at Xfinity Mobile Arena, where the Saskatchewan Rush have opened up a 7-5 lead here in this third quarter. And Robert Church has been a big part of this one here for the Rush.
Church, the number 2 scorer on the Saskatchewan Rush, came in tonight with 53 points. Has added a highlight with that behind the back. My goodness, what a beautiful goal by Church.
Foot in the crease here for the Rush at the other end of the floor, so Philadelphia will get the ball back, and Liam Patton will settle things down, and Brendan O'Neill's got it up near midfield. So O'Neill runs away from some pressure to the right side of the floor, and now he'll dish it back off to Reardon. For Resetarits, and now to Leclerc sends it off right side looking for Reardon, but he didn't catch that cleanly, and the Rush will pick it up and send it back down the floor. Jake Boudreau in the green shoes, dropping it off to Mans. And Mans will hit a man off the bench. Here's a big wind up, and then a redirection ends up in the stick of a wing, coming back the other way. Patton's going to drop this off and stay on the floor for the moment. Now he'll head toward the bench as Kyle Jackson controls things. Resetarits left side. Resetarits moves away from a check. Now off to Isaiah Davis-Allen, right side to Reardon. His pass, though, was blocked. And here comes Saskatchewan 2-on-1. Allen already out there. Right side shot, save made. Damoud, and he's got to sit on that one to keep it out.
Nice save. Good opportunity for Saskatchewan. Damoud with the save. Joe Resetarits has been shut down by Connor McClellan, at least on this series. Everywhere Joe Rez is going, McClellan is all over him. Resetarits has been the top scorer for Philadelphia over the years. Nothing on the board tonight.
O'Neill whistled one wide, and the long rebound down the floor is going to give the ball back to Saskatchewan in the Philadelphia end. As starting things off here will be Levi Anderson, the St. Joe's product. Puts it left side for Haley. Now Haley off to Church. Quick stick shot, stopped by Damoud. That off the stick on the right side. Keenan with a chance. And now Philadelphia looking to get the offense back going again. As again, they had 3 goals in the first 9 minutes, just 2 since then. Here's a chance in front, save made by Chiliano, who's been on his game here. Now we've got a whistle, and we're going to call a delay a game here, Scott. This is that new rule where a player cannot act as a goaltender in front of the net along with his own goaltender. As Accioni came running across the front of the net and kind of helped Chiliano with that save.
Delay game, acting as a goaltender.
And we'll maybe get another look at it here as Accioni was coming across the front of the net when that ball came through, and Chiliano got the save, but Accioni was making it a little bit easier for him. You see him right there. He's actually trying to get out of the way, it looks like. But that is now illegal in the NLL as a defender to be standing there in front of the net like that. So the Wings will be on a power play here, and they'll try to get back within 1. Up high, it's O'Neill. His shot was deflected off his stick. It ends up in the stands. The Wings will get possession back.
Good defense by Saskatchewan. O'Neill had time and room up top. He loves that shot.
I had to laugh today, Scott. There was a pretty good save in the gold medal game made by, I think, Brock Faber. It was not a goaltender. It would have been a penalty in this league, but hey, what are you going to do? Here's a low chance, and Chiliano keeps that out.
I was going to say the same, Brian. I remember seeing it today. It's like that'd be a penalty in the National Lacrosse League.
And I get what they're trying to do with that rule. There was a little bit of controversy in the playoffs last year where some players were kind of standing in the net with the goalie, and they had to put a stop to it. Here's a shorthanded opportunity for the Rush that ricochets off the post and then hit the referee on the far side, and Saskatchewan's able to get that back. So a big shot clock reset here for Saskatchewan on the kill. Here's a chance out in front, looking for a second shorthanded goal, kept out by Damoud, and now Corbeil will gather that in.
Great save.
Here's Isaiah Davis-Allen along for Jackson. He'll drop it off for Resetarits. Resetarits putting it up high, now gets it back, goes behind the net left side, gets it back again. He's got Caputo behind the net there working with him. Now back to Reziteritz. Up high for O'Neill. A shot stopped by Shiliano. And the rebound picked up by Saskatchewan, moved up the floor. And the penalty time now winding down. It will expire, and the Rush have killed off the man advantage. Keenan dishes it off, gets it back. Keenan looking to shoot, pulls it away. 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock on this possession.
Smart play by Keenan, taking his time, wants to get his full offensive set.
A chance turned aside by Damoud, and the Wings now will get to it and bring it up the floor with 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Just 2 goals in this third quarter for Saskatchewan, 1 for the Wings, rather 3 I should say for the Wings. And it is a 2-goal advantage here for the Rush as we get a timeout on the floor with 4:47 left to go here in this third quarter. And Saskatchewan nursing a 2-goal advantage at 7-5. Lacrosse and Nike Lacrosse, the official equipment providers of the NLL. By TFL Sports, collect the stars of the National Lacrosse League with officially licensed trading cards and sticker albums. And by StubHub, your home for tickets to the speed and intensity of the NLL. Welcome back to Philadelphia. Saskatchewan leading the Wings 7-5 as the Wings bench, Scott, trying to figure out how to get the offense going again.
Well, again, it's got to be shoot to score. Their offense needs to get set up. They need to get the ball down low, try to get some of those high percentage shots inside. I mean, the Wings are averaging 9.6 goals a game. So again, they're below average, but they're also holding Saskatchewan under their average per game. They're at 12.3 goals per game. So the defense for Philadelphia is doing their job. The offense just needs to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, sometimes it's not who you play, but it's when you play them. And Saskatchewan for a while there, 21 goals against Vegas, 15 against Oshawa, 14 against Calgary, 12 against San Diego before being held to 9 in a win last week. So you can see the trend there that the Wings are hoping to take advantage of here today.
Now, Kyle Jackson, the last 2 games have given Philadelphia a great boost in the scoring column. He's got 2 assists right now. Right now, the main scores for Philadelphia are off the board. Jackson's got no goals. Reziteritz has no goals. Caputo has no goals.
Yeah, and
Sowers too.
In past games, Reziteritz, even when he's been kept off the goal-scoring column, he's been able to contribute with an assist or several assists, but he doesn't have any here in this one so far, as we've got a penalty coming up here on Philadelphia. Going to the net there, I believe, was Zach Manns, and you see him chatting with Pat Foley, who's been called for a hold on that sequence. So a power play coming up here for Saskatchewan.
Philadelphia, number 8. It's holding.
Let's take a look at Pat Foley on Manns, trying a little jab step, a little one-handed wrap. That's your hold right there on Foley. Like to see that hard cross check right to the hip bone as he's coming across that front instead of the one-handed wrap.
So Saskatchewan getting to work on the power play, 0 for 1 so far this afternoon. Big shot blocked off the stick by Liam Patton. They'll get reset. Here's Manns. Puts it up top, gets it back. They'll play catch. A shot whistles wide of the net. Hard rebound knocked down by the Rush, and now a check. It's dished to the right side, to the left side, and they score. Saskatchewan making something out of nothing there. And with 1 second left on the shot clock, they get the power play goal, and Shanks makes it an 8-5 game.
Ball movement, look at the toughness right there. Takes the shot from his backside, gets it to Keenan, who pushes it across to Shanks, who just gets the dunk. Look at the feed all the way across. Keenan with the eyes open, head up, finds Shanks on the far side. Quick stick to the open goal. Tic-tac-toe goal for Saskatchewan on the power play. Up 8-5.
If you freeze frame that there with Robert Church on his back with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, you're going to think this is not going to be a problem.
Right.
All of a sudden, it was a problem, and It's the first power play goal of the game for Saskatchewan. Now another save made by Damoud on the ensuing possession. And here comes Isaiah Davis-Allen up the left side. IDA will dish it off, and Michael Sowers will carry it toward the corner. Now he stops back up near the line. Shakes and bakes, gets a pick. Now Sowers will shoot. Save made by Chiliano, and the rebound is picked up by Philadelphia. Wings have been going low on Chiliano all day, and it worked in the early goings. But he seems to have sealed that up here in the second half.
Right, they got to switch it up. They got to start picking some corners. Joe Rez needs a laser to a corner.
13 to shoot. This is Jackson working on the right side. Dishes it off to Rezaterets. Rezaterets behind the net. Stuffer attempts kept out. Rebound is in, but it's wiped out because Michael Sowers was knocked to the floor inside the crease. So a good break there for Saskatchewan as Sowers had not cleared the crease before that one went in. Now here's a shot from distance. Wide. Picked up by Wagner off the end boards, and Wagner will sprint to the near side of the floor. And now he will dish it off. This is Caputo. Puts on a move. Now we'll dish it to the Rezaterets coming off the bench to the right side. And now we've got a whistle and a moving pick called against Philadelphia. Saskatchewan breaking quickly up the floor. And now they will slow it down as Smith was trying to see what he could make happen there. Jarrett Smith, not expected to play today. He was a scratch, but Bobby Kidd III was injured in warm-ups. So Smith getting his 7th game of the year in today for Saskatchewan. Now this is Mans working it out in front. A shot turned away by Damoud. Rebound, though, right to the stick of Church in that left side corner, and a fresh 30 for Saskatchewan.
A lot of movement by the Saskatchewan offense. A lot of players cutting through the middle. You see him presenting himself. Oh, great behind the back shot.
Loose ball in the corner. Some pushing and shoving, and the Wings are going to come away with it as they'll walk up the floor on the near side. This is Alex Pace dishing it off. Now Sam LeClaire double teamed. He's in a little bit of trouble, but he gets it off to Sowers off the bench. Sowers stopping at the restraining line. Now he'll go to Reardon, and it ends up back to Sowers on this left side. 14 left in the quarter. Sowers dishes it off. Quick stick LeClaire. And what do we got there? That's waved off.
They might need to challenge that one. That one looked like it crossed. Great play by Sowers.
There's less than 3 seconds left in the quarter as there's a shot stopped by Damoud. And Ian Rubel is still looking. Now he's going to throw that challenge flag. And meanwhile, we've got some discussions in the corner as after the horn, there was some pushing and shoving in front of the net, and it's escalated a little bit. Mike Messenger and Liam Patton getting to know one another. Couple of veterans here in this league.
Two guys that aren't shy to drop their mitts and go.
Meanwhile, there is a challenge flag on the floor as Patton gets walked to the penalty box. The indication on the floor was a little confusing because it was somewhere between arms parallel to the floor, which is a washout, and arms in the air, which is a goal.
Chiliano knocked the net off its moorings, which kind of distracted the ref from knowing whether it was really a goal or not. But it looked like a 5-hole shot on a fast break. Let's hear it.
Penalty number 12, 2 minutes roughing. Saskatchewan penalty number 8, 2 minutes roughing. We have a challenge on the previous goal down at this.
So they're going to review the challenge. And again, that's been something, Scott, that the Wings have had a couple of struggles with this year, because it used to be a 35-second window that you could challenge goals. With the new review system, that was lowered to 30, and there's been a couple of occasions this year where the Wings haven't gotten the flag on the floor in time. So this time they do, and you see the discussion there between the referee and Derek Keenan as we go back over to the Wings bench. They're looking at this. We've gotten a couple of views here in the building that look like looks like it's over the line, but we're going to take a look here and see what we can see on the telecast.
Right. Great
Sowers is going to take the rip.
Breaking move, right? And then a quick stick by Leclerc. Chiliano's falling back in the net, and as he's falling back in the net, he knocks the goal off its moorings.
If you look in the far corner there's Mike Messenger again greeting Scott Dominy, and then Liam Patton comes roaring in. And those two guys are in the box now to start the fourth quarter whenever we get there.
Patton's got your back. One of those players, one of the toughest guys on the Philadelphia Wings.
Extra shot from Messenger.
Not shy to get after it.
So the review continues here on the play at the Saskatchewan end of the floor. That, again, it was a quick stick shot from Sam Leclerc that off this pass from Sowers is going to go low, and now the net's off, and you're going to see the ball right there. That ball is on the other side of that white line, and it is inside the magnetic circle there. That gray circle on the floor is a magnet that keeps that net in place. You would be surprised at how hard it is to move that net just by watching these games, because they seem to push that net around real easy. But that thing, when it's on the magnet, it is on the magnet. It takes a little bit of effort. But Sam Leclerc, tell us about the softball there, Scott. What's that all about?
He is trying to keep his stick is pinched.
Okay.
So one of the things that the guys do is they bake their sticks a little bit, heat it up, put it in the oven, and try to get it a little tighter than is really legal. So they need to put a softball to keep it out, to push it out a little bit, so it's legal.
We're going to get a look here at the view from above as Frank Chiliano again guarding that right post. He's going to step to his right, and as he does so, the goal goes off. The ball's under him there somewhere. Now you'll see it roll out from under the line, and they do give it a good goal to Philadelphia. So that is a huge win for the Wings here to end this third quarter, which actually isn't over yet now, because they're gonna put some time back for the face-off after that goal was awarded. They got to reset the clock to whatever it was. 10.5 is on the clock for this face-off, which is probably going to give one of these teams maybe a quick chance, unless the Wings can tie it up here off this draw. It's pulled free. And now Saskatchewan does get to it. They've got some time as they head to the net. Underhand shot wide of the net. And the Wings will eat up the rest of that time with a long shot down the floor. So, again, a big goal there for Philadelphia in the final seconds. It is ruled a goal, and they'll head to the fourth quarter within 2 as it's an 8-6 Saskatchewan lead. Back here in Philadelphia, where a hot start got the Philadelphia Wings out to an early lead. Saskatchewan's chipped away at it, but a late goal for Sam Leclerc in the third quarter, closing the gap back to 2. And we get one last look at what made this a good goal, Scott.
Sowers burns his man, gets it over to Leclerc, who quick sticks it, and there it is.
Yeah, that one, I think that's got to be probably the angle that convinced them, because that ball was definitely over the line when it was underneath the goaltender, and then it rolled back out. So Leclerc's second of the game makes it 8-6 as we head into the final 15 minutes here at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. We are playing 4-on-4 to start this second quarter due to some shenanigans there late in the, at the end of the third quarter. They actually put time back on the clock after the penalties were called, but they'll still record those penalties there late in the quarter. But 4-on-4 to start things here for a couple of minutes as Shanks has it here on the left side.
This is actually where it gets really exciting with 4-on-4 situation. There's so much floor, so much field to try to beat guys. This is very dangerous. The guys love playing in a 4-on-4 situation. There's usually no slide.
We've got a penalty coming up here against Philadelphia, as Nick Damude seals off that shot, and an illegal cross check against Scott Dominy is going to put Saskatchewan back up on a man advantage. So illegal cross-check the call here, 34 seconds into the second quarter. 4-on-3 here for a bit, barring further incident. Don't see this too often as they'll work it left side. Quick stick shot. Nope, they didn't shoot it. Kept it behind the net. They'll work it around a little more, right side, and now left side shot. They score. That didn't take a heck of a long time there for Saskatchewan to capitalize, and it's Austin Shanks on the left side tucking that home, and the lead back to 3 here for the Rush.
Very difficult scenario for Philadelphia in a 4-on-3 situation with the skill level of the sticks and ball movement. You see the passing by Saskatchewan finding Austin Shanks down low on the right side. It's a simple pass across for a push into that upper corner. His second on the year. That's his 6th power play goal on the season to go with 6 assists. 12 points in the power play for Austin Shanks.
And it's the second goal for Shanks in about 4 minutes of game time, as he had one later in the third quarter. Another face-off win here for Saskatchewan. Now 16 for 19 on draws are the Rush, and now on a breakaway, a goal put home. This is another defensive transition, and it's Barnable with the goal to make it 10-6.
Yep, Jake Naso doing his job at the face-off circle, winning the face-off. Saskatchewan gets the loose balls, and it's Barnable, 77. Ryan Barnable, there's nobody to pick him up. He's just going to take it straight down Broad Street and jam it in that upper corner. That's his second goal on the season for the defender. Solid D-man on the back end, called his own number for the goal.
It's about a 150-foot sprint there from Barnable from where he took that ball near the restraining line right down to the net. Now the Wings coming back the other way, but their break is fired wide as Ryan Wagner was shoved to the floor as he took that shot. And Saskatchewan secures it on the back of the net and takes it the other way. Again, it was a 3-0 lead for the Wings after the first quarter, but Frank Scigliano's been back to his normal self after that as the Wings will pick off a pass here. It's Alex Pace headed down the floor. Pace to the restraining line, off to Domini. Domini looking to shoot. Save made Scigliano. And the loose ball on the floor picked up by Philadelphia, so they will get a fresh shot clock. Now another big shot. That one blocked off the stick of Corbeil. The transition guys trying to get in on the action here before the offense can even get out on the floor. And now Saskatchewan will pull it out of the mess and head up the other way.
Back to 5-on-5, but you can see just the action and speed when it's 4-on-4 on the floor. Some great offensive possessions, great saves by both goalies.
So Saskatchewan out to a lead as Brock Haley has it on the left side. It had a man coming to the net, but the pass off the mark, and the Wings right back out the other way. It's dished off right side for Wagner. And Wagner will move it to Caputo along for Leclerc, and now into the corner for Joe Rezateritz. Rezateritz, no points yet in this game. Got it off to O'Neill. O'Neill into the corner. Got some help. Now tried to find a man out in front. That was Caputo. It's out of his reach. It will be Saskatchewan ball whenever they get to it here. And they are going to do what? They're just going to send it over to the far wall. They had a Wings player running down in there, and that was a little bit close to delay a game, but they are not called for that at that particular point. Now here's Church, fires, and a save made by Damoud. He'll grab that loose ball out of midair.
Fast pace back and forth right now. Wings do have a sense of urgency. Need some goals.
Yeah, time is going to become Saskatchewan's friend here real quick. Still just under 12 to play, but it's a 4-goal lead, and that can evaporate quickly in this league, but a team like Saskatchewan, it evaporates less quickly. A save made by Scigliano, and the Wings get to that loose ball. So a fresh 30 as Reardon works it to Rezateritz, and now for Sowers. Off to Reardon, back to Sowers. Sowers around a pick, takes it himself. Save made Scigliano, and the loose ball picked up by Saskatchewan. Tried to look off Sam LeClaire there, but Chiliano did not bite. So the rush gets set back up. It's Church. Gets it back on the left side. He's winding up. Now held it. Gets a pass away. A shot by Keenan is stopped by Damoud. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Church. And he got it back out in front, and it's put home by Zach Manns. Another situation where the Wings really felt like they had things under control, but Saskatchewan is able to get something out of nothing. And they now lead 11-6.
What a play. Another feed from the ground. It's Church again, a Church on the ground. No look pass behind his back, finding Manns in front of the crease for a quick stick. Let's look at it. 17 gets a loose ball, not even looking, flips it behind his back for a quick stick goal to Zach Manns. Wow.
And for Manns, it's his first of the game. Of course, he had the overtime, had some of the heroics in the last game. He tied the game with a goal late in the fourth quarter against Vancouver last time out for these Rush.
And he's just adding to his offense so far. Again, they saw that 26th goal on the season. That's his 49th point. He's another point away from 50. He's tied for 16th in the league, 4 points. Him and Austin Shanks are actually tied right now, so they continue to add to their totals.
Man's looking for more, but that ball kind of bounced out of his stick and into the possession of Damoud, so the Wings now back up the floor. 10 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Jackson on the right side. Wings need some goals quick as Jackson spins it off for Caputo, and now to Reza Terrence in the corner. Reza Terrence pushed all the way back to the restraining line. Got it to Sowers. Sowers dishes it out in front, and it doesn't arrive cleanly. And we get a timeout on the floor with 9:41 left to go in this fourth quarter. The Wings are going to have possession, though, when we come back off of a violation there. So they'll be attacking on the other side of this break. It's an 11-6 Saskatchewan lead.
This is the moment you waited all week for. It's Friday night. Whether you're at home or out on the town, it all starts here.
No, he didn't!
The weekend starts here.
Oh, what a move!
With NLL Friday night on TSN.
The NLL on ESPN is brought to you by Hotel Planner. Travel smarter with exclusive NLL fan discounts at nll.hotelplanner.com. And by StubHub, your home for tickets to the speed and intensity of the NLL. Back here in Philadelphia, 9:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ryan Smith, Scott Gabrielson, Mary McGinnis, and our fantastic crew here with you this afternoon, waiting for the snow here in Philadelphia. It was a 4-4 game at halftime, but Saskatchewan has outscored the Wings 7-2 here in the second half to open up this 11-6 lead that the Wings are going to try to start chipping away at right now, Scott.
Yes, they are. They just had a 3-goal run, which was pretty impressive. Again, we talk about a sense of urgency. It's got to start right now for the Philadelphia Wings.
Here's Kyle Jackson missing it out left side, and Reza Terrence now, or rather Sowers will come out of the corner. Now back to Reza Terrence. Reza Terrence checked. They switch off of him. Reza Terrence running away from pressure to Reardon. Got a shot away, but it's wide, and it will ricochet into the stands out of play. Nice one-handed grab there by a fan in the 6th row. And a young guy ended up with that ball there. Those things are spinning when they come at you. That's the thing you never know if you haven't played the game like you have. Like, I've had a ball come at me like that in the bench, and you catch it, but it is spinning about 100 RPM when it gets to you.
For sure.
You got a penalty coming up here against Philadelphia. Saskatchewan power play is on deck. So headed to the box for the Philadelphia Wings is Ryan Wagner, as we'll get a look at it here. Wagner with that push in the back is what's sending him to the box. And so Saskatchewan back on the power play. 2 for 3 today. Doing the damage here in this second half. Here's Church, fires. That one's stopped by Daymud. He got it in the shoulder. Long pass ahead for Domini. He's got a man off the bench. It's Reziteris to the net. And it's out of the net. It's stopped by Shiliano. It's under his leg.
Great save by Frank Shiliano. Joe Reziteris flying out that front door, diving shot. Great save.
Still a good bit of power play time here for the Rush to work with. Up top, near side Church tried to go back to Dorb. That was blocked. It's loose on the floor. Keenan's going to pick it up. One hand on the stick. Keenan puts it across. Quick stick shot, and it's in. Oh, what a great move there. Keenan finding some help on the other side, and it's Shanks with the second half hat trick. And a 12-6 Rush lead.
Starts with a loose ball by Keenan. Chopping, finds Shanks on the far side. Look at this little one-handed pickup. Head up by Keenan, pass across the crease. Shanks catch, shot, goal. Hat-trick, as you said, for Austin Shanks. Late production by double threes right there, but it was all made possible by Ryan Keenan with the loose ball. Head up, he gets the assist on Keenan's goal.
And those two, Keenan and Shanks, have been doing that since they were little kids growing up in the Oshawa area, west of Toronto. They've been playing together for many, many years, and Shanks coming from Halifax when he was a free agent 2 years ago. Really for that very reason, the familiarity he had not only with Ryan Keenan, but Derek Keenan, the head coach here. Is a nice save by Daymud. He steps out and cuts down the angle on Keenan, keeps that out. But a fresh shot clock here for Saskatchewan, and they've got everything going their way here. A 6-goal lead with 7.5 to play. And now time becoming their friend. A quick stick attempt by Mans. He missed it, but it comes back out to Keenan. Now he'll find Church on the left side.
And this is following in with the stats right now on the averages. Saskatchewan averages 12 goals a game, and the Wings average giving up 11.89 per game. Wings are down off their score, and they've been up to 9.6. They only have 6 for the night. It's the story for the Wings this year. Their offense just has not been as effective as it needs to be. They need to score 10 to 12 goals a game to get in the W column.
Kyle Jackson with the bid, stopped by Shiliano. He goes back out and picks it up for a new shot clock. Here is Sowers on the left side. Sowers looking for some space. He'll dish it off to O'Neill. Right side, Jackson put it out in front. Caputo behind the back, and that one was stopped by Shiliano, and Saskatchewan will get to the loose ball and work it quickly up the floor. Messenger ahead on the left side for Smith, and now he's going to stop and get this offense on the floor. I mean, it is a balanced offense, Scott. Coming into this game, Ryan Keenan 58 points, Robert Church 53, Mans and Shanks 48 each coming into the game today. So, to have four guys like that, talk about the four horsemen in Rochester. I mean, that's a four-man offense that's hard to deal with.
That's for sure. And they're in the top 20. They're in the top 20 in scoring in the National Lacrosse League. They all were effective today.
You shut down one guy, you've got three others there doing the job. I mean, that's been the big thing for the Wings this year. Teams keying in on Joe Reziteris, and when he is unable to convert, that puts the Wings in a tough spot.
And you also have the other guys making, an impact. You got Mike Messenger with 2 goals tonight. Yeah. I mean, he had 2 huge goals for a transition player. Incredible on defense, picked up loose balls, and he delivers 2 goals that are normally unexpected. So he's doing it all.
Here's a chance on the left side. Coming out the door was Caputo. Now Caputo, rather than Rezaterets, working with Caputo on that far side. Jackson up high. He's got a lane. His shot, though, was blocked. Had a lane, but that lane closed. He will get it back, though, and the Wings will get a chance to at least dump it into the corner before the shot clock expires. So we're going to get our final timeout on the floor here with 4:49 left to go in this fourth quarter. And the Saskatchewan Rush opening up a 6-goal lead here late. (12-6) our score here in Philadelphia. The Saskatchewan Rush looking for their 10th victory of the year. Deacon Knott is going to come in for Philadelphia here in the late goings. We think this is nothing detrimental to Nick Damoud, just Deacon Knott can run a little better when it comes to pulling the goalie here in the late goings.
Yeah, I think it's expected that Philadelphia will pull the goalie, try to get a 6-on-5 advantage, try to have the extra man chip away at this 6-goal lead. And, Deacon Knott is a very good young goaltender in the National Lacrosse League. He's played over 100 minutes, 79% save percentage. And he's got some wheels to get off the floor when necessary.
We were just talking here in the break that Thomas Kizek's played 26 seconds this year for Saskatchewan, and it was in their loss to Ottawa back in the second game of the year, and that's why he was on the floor, because he can run better than Frank Scigliano. That's what it comes down to sometimes here, as Haley's going to work it down here on the left side. He'll dish it off, and they're going to move it around the floor. Mans to the right side. Comes back up high. It's dropped off on the left side. This is Zawada. Pushed it to the corner now where it's picked up by Mans. Dished it out in front. Zawada was there looking for it. But now Philadelphia is going to pick it up. And up the right side it goes. This is Liam Patton. We'll dish it back out to midfield. Here's Jackson trying to find LeClaire headed to the net. That one not cleanly caught, but it comes back to Rezaterets. And now O'Neill will get it into the corner. O'Neill brings it up high for Jackson. Back to O'Neill. O'Neill trying to get a shot away. Does so finally. And it's kept out by Scigliano, we think. A couple of Wings had their arms in the air, but may have been wishful thinking. Scigliano taking his time to get up. But now we'll get things going again with 3:46 left in this fourth quarter. Wings also could be taking an opportunity here to get Deacon Knott just some action in this game. It's a pretty big deficit here in the late minutes.
Good young goalie, more athletic type saver.
There is a goal for Keenan as he finds that top corner. And the lead now out to 7 for the Saskatchewan Rush as Keenan cashes in his hat trick.
Keenan adding to his totals today. Strong defense, just tests the goalie, sets it up from outside, lets that left-handed rip go. He gets his hattie on the night to go with 4 assists. That's his 7th point.
So it has been a slightly slow but a steady pull away here for the Saskatchewan Rush in this second half. That's their 4th goal in a row, or rather 5th goal in a row, excuse me. And now with 3 minutes left, here's a bid from Zawada. He gets it back now. Zawada out in front, save made by Knott. A nice one there. Reaction save off Zawada. Here's Corbeil. He's going to take a shot. Scigliano's going to snuff that out. And he'll dish it off. And again, Frank Scigliano, you got to give him some kudos here, Scott. He's allowed just 2 goals here in this second half.
Yeah, he has shut the door on Philadelphia. defense all around for Saskatchewan has played very well. Been in the gloves of the offensive scorers for Philadelphia. Kept Sowers, Caputo, and Rezateritz off the board, and Jackson off the board with goals.
Pace to Domini. He's going to step it up here as the Wings trying to get a couple before this one wraps up. It's Jackson. Again, effectively kept to the perimeter here today by Saskatchewan. Here's a chance off the rebound that's stopped by Chiliano. Caputo was there looking for some more. And now here comes Accioni at midfield. He's just going to direct some traffic here, and eventually we'll dish this off. Under 2 to play here in this fourth quarter.
Short week for Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They host Georgia on Friday.
Again, it is a big, a nice behind the back from Keenan there as he puts it past Deacon Knott. And his fourth goal of the game makes it a 14-6 contest.
He's just feeling it there. Throw it at the net, and it's going in. Ryan Keenan posts up top. Little pick and roll. Just little shuffle behind his back. A little underhand shuffle. Picks that far side corner. That's his fourth on the night.
Yeah, things are going to get busy here, Scott, for the Wings, because starting on Friday with that game against Georgia, they play 6 games in the span of about 32 days till the end of March. And again, a lot of them are here at Xfinity Mobile Arena Friday, and then Sunday the 8th against Oshawa. A couple of home and homes coming up here for the Wings, Georgia and Oshawa. But a lot of home floor lacrosse left here for Philadelphia. The Rush are in the first of a 3-game road swing. They've got back-to-back road games next week at Buffalo and Rochester before they return home to host San Diego on March 14th.
Yeah, and this Friday, few of the most exciting players in the National Lacrosse League. You've got Lyle Thompson coming in for the Georgia Swarm on Friday night. One to see here local. Hopefully the Philadelphia Wings can take some frustration out on Georgia when the Swarm comes into town next Friday. But credit to the Saskatchewan Rush today. They just chipped away at the Philadelphia Wings. Well-rounded effort, defense in front of the net, goaltending, and high-powered offense, scoring 14 goals. Credit to Ryan Keenan for 4 goals, 4 assists. Austin Shanks with a hat trick. Mike Messenger, shout out to Mike Messenger, the defender, with 2 goals on the day that made a big difference early in the action.
Final 10 seconds here in Philadelphia this afternoon as the Saskatchewan Rush are going to head out to a 10-1 start on the season. Derek Keenan's club made it to the championship game last year, and they've got even higher aspirations coming up here as they get the 14-6 win today over the Philadelphia Wings here at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Time to reveal tonight's 3 stars of the game, brought to you by TFL as the Saskatchewan Rush enjoy the longest streak in franchise history. Nick Damoud was stellar for the Wings in the early going, 42 saves on 54 shots, number 3 star. Number 2 star of the game, Mike Messenger with 2 very important goals in the middle part of the stanza. And Ryan Keenan ends up with an 8-point game, a 4-goal, 4-assist game for Ryan Keenan, number 1 star of the game. Tonight's 3 stars of the game brought to you by TFL. So, Scott, again, we thought this was going to be a tough one for the Wings. Great start for the club, great first half, but Saskatchewan, again, came on in the second half, kind of like what we expected.
Yep. Well, Philadelphia, they started off strong. Offensive production is down a little bit. They need to continue to shoot the ball. They did well on loose balls, the hustle plays. They need to limit their second chance opportunities. But credit goes to the number 1 team in the National Lacrosse League, the 10-1 Saskatchewan Rush, come in and continue with compliments of that man, Ryan Keenan, with 4 goals, 4 assists.
Well, here's how things look now through 13 weeks of the NLL season. Saskatchewan with a 9-game winning streak after that loss in week 2, now at 10-1 on the year, a .909 winning percentage. What a great year here so far for Derek Keenan's club, but they want to get it done come the postseason. Philadelphia now sitting at 2-8 with that logjam down there, but hey, you know, again, they've got a lot of home games going on here. They could get on a run. And they just want to get above that red line here before the year is out. Top 8 teams, of course, make the playoffs. And again, there's still a little bit of runway here for the Philadelphia Wings to get some things done. Let's go downstairs on the floor. Our number 1 star of the game is Ryan Keenan, and he's with our Mary McGinnis.
Ryan, when you guys fell down 3-0, was there any doubt in your minds that you guys could come back?
I guess not. You know, we put ourselves in some holes early recently, slow start. So, you know, I think we know how to work through that as a group, gaining experience and getting better each week. So proud of how we responded in the second half. We'd obviously like to not come out flat like that, but we kind of locked it down there.
You head to Buffalo looking for some revenge from last season. How is this team different than that team last year?
You know, they lost a few key pieces. I think we can use our athleticism against them, but it's never an easy game. It'll be a tough battle, and then you know, we play again on Saturday, so it's a tough weekend ahead. We got to rest up.
Congratulations on the win. Best of luck.
Thank you.
What a night for Ryan Keenan. An 8-point game, 4 goals, 4 assists, as he's the backbone of this win for the Saskatchewan Rush. 14-6 today for Scott Gabrielson and Mary McGinnis, producer-director Neil Gallo, and our entire crew. I'm Brian Smith. This has been a presentation of the National Lacrosse League in association with Freedom Broadcast Studios. Thanks for watching. Those of you in the East, enjoy the snow. Good night from the city of brotherly love.